if we want to cut this out, what we have to do is we have to select which areas are going to be cut and which areas are going to be left a solid. So normally for the yin-yang, you would think you want to cut maybe one of these circles and then one of these curved teardrop pieces, leaving this circle solid. The problem is you have to decide what you're going to do with the rest of the shape. By default, the block, this exterior area right here, is also going to be left solid. So your yin-yang symbol may not appear how you want it to. So what we need to do is put a border around this to make this stand out, make it pop a little bit. So you'll have a complete circle cut out around the shape. Well, we don't have any room. We don't have any room. I have this border sitting on here, and I'm going to have to take that out. So I'm going to hit delete on the border, the interior rectangle. And we still might be a little tight for room. So I'm going to show you what's called the scale tool. I'm going to highlight the yin-yang. I'm going to go over here to the scale tool, select it, and then it allows us to keep everything we've drawn in the same scale and the same ratio. We can just make it smaller or bigger. And I clicked on the center point to drag it out so it stayed in the center and remained inside the midpoint of this block. I'm going to go over to the circle tool, and again I'm going to start from the center, and I'm going to just drag a circle out like that. So now what we need to do is we're going to cut this curve out. We're going to cut the right side kind of teardrop curve out, and then the drill is going to cut all of this circle, and then it's going to cut all of this inside here. So we can go back to the trim tool. I can select this interior circle, and then I can select those two halves of the circles that remain that are now kind of like the interior curve of the teardrop shapes. I can right click, and I'm just going to click the right side of that teardrop shape, and I'm going to hit enter. So it may appear a little weird now that you have this teardrop shape that continues into the border and then picks up here again. But you got to remember, when you're cutting, you need distinct areas of something cut down into the block and something that's left at the same cutting plane. So now this will be cut, and then we would cut this dot right here.